Thanks for joining me again, Kieran. Disappointing result today, despite a sort of much better second half performance. How did you see things going today?
Deservedly lost for a start. Chrissy's side, better than us all over the park. Worked harder than us, fancied it more, had more guts, more determination, and that's the most disappointing thing after Saturday. A really, really good start. And then you come into Tuesday night, maybe the boys got a bit too high after the game Saturday. But look, I said it to you pre-season on camera, I said it after the Barnstable game, one result's not going to define our season. A long way to go, long way to go. But absolutely no excuses for the performance, and certainly no arguments with the result. 2 goals we conceded were really poor, and they haven't really created too much other than the 2 goals that we've gifted them. Set play, which is uncharacteristically poor for us, and then another second phase that we haven't dealt with for the second goal. We got a bit of a lifeline scoring from a set play ourselves, and that was probably our opportunity to kick on, but we just didn't. We just looked miles off it tonight. Maybe the Saturday's game took a lot out of the boys. If I'm going to let them off with one, maybe I rotated too many players for the game tonight. Maybe I'm to blame for the selection tonight. Maybe I made too many changes after Saturday. So maybe that's something that I can improve on going forward in the season. But I found out a lot about a couple of people tonight. We obviously wear the data vests, and I think we had 6 or 7 lads running close to 11k on Saturday. Tonight I don't think there was one over 10k when we've come off the game, and that says everything you need to know at this level. If you can't outwork your opponents, then you're not going to stand a chance. Saturday outworked Barnstable all over the pitch. Tonight maybe we turned up expected to win against a newly promoted side, and that was probably our downfall. But I can't remember us having, other than the goal we scored from a corner, I honestly can't remember us having a shot on target. And yeah, it's going to be a tough place to go early on in the season. They're a really, really young side, fearless, but I thought thoroughly deserved their victory. All over the park, they're better than us. I don't think we had a player in any position that was better than our opposition, which is obviously going to be a hard night. So very disappointed, but 2 games in. We've got a long way to go. Probably looking at the fixture list to start with, you might have picked us to lose against Barnstable and win against Bradford, so we've got it the other way round. We'll put this one to bed very quickly. We'll work on the mistakes that we've made tonight, get back on the training ground on Thursday, and prepare properly, ready to go into FA Cup action at home on Saturday.
Yeah, it's certainly a chance to put the game behind us. Do you have any thoughts on Hamble at all? Do you know much about them?
Yeah, so played against them when I was at Corsham in the FA Vars. Really direct, physical side, and it will be really tough. They've got some top players there. I think they beat us 5-2 when I was at Corsham. That was only a season and a half ago. Not too much changed then. Yeah, it's going to be a tough afternoon. But one, just have a break from league action. But we're probably about where I expected us to be. You know, we're going to have some really good moments. We're going to have some really poor ones. It's about getting consistent. It took me a little bit of time at Melksham to get consistent. It took me a little bit of time at Corsham to find out which players I can trust in certain areas and certain nights to get consistent. And it'll be the same here at Polton. It'll take me 10 games to figure out, 1, my best side, and 2, the boys that I can count on and I can trust. But don't look into one result, as I said. We'll lick our wounds, we'll dust ourselves down, and an opportunity to right the wrongs of tonight on Saturday, and then back into league action away to Bridgewater, which, you know, heavily fancied for the league. And I know Laz really well. Like, all of his sides have been heavily stocked with attackers, as Bridgewater score loads of goals. So, you know, the next 2 games are going to be like a really tough game. I look at the results around tonight, and everyone's beating everyone. Everyone's picking up points against other people. So I don't think we can get too deterred for the longevity of the season. But we need to obviously address what's happened here tonight and try and make sure that doesn't happen again. Or we're going to be one of those teams that just yo-yos. 1 week we're good, 1 week we're really bad. Whereas I'd much prefer us just to dial in, get really, really focused for a run of 10 games and be really, really consistent. But I'll find out the best way to do that and extract that from the squad moving forward.
Okay, thank you for that those honest thoughts, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you.